Looking for the best CPU air coolers to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get Number 1. Noctua NHD15. If you want ice-cold temps without a jet engine soundtrack, the Noctua NHD15 is your kind of legend. You're getting a state-of-the-art dual-tower heatsink with 6 heat pipes and two 140mm NFA15 fans that move air like pros, then hush up with pulse-width modulation control and low-noise adapters for near-silent sessions. Translation: overclock when you feel spicy, or cruise whisper quiet when you're just grinding through work. Either way, your CPU stays chill. You care about pedigree. This is the successor to the iconic NHD14, and it's backed by 250+ awards from top hardware outlets. Under the hood, a copper base and heat pipes feed into aluminum fins, all tied together with solder joints and nickel plating for rock-solid heat transfer and long-term reliability. At full tilt, the fans top out around 1,500 revolutions per minute. Yet noise sits at a serene 24.6 dB. More library than Launchpad. Setup is straightforward. A standard 4-pin pulse-width modulation plug, 12 VT power, and a miserly 1.56 watt draw. Drop it into your desktop, and you've basically hired a silent bodyguard for your processor. Whether you're compiling, streaming, rendering, or chasing higher clocks, the NHD15 delivers class-leading performance without turning your case into a wind tunnel. You want cooler temps, fewer decib, and hardware you won't second guess us. The Noctua NHD15 shows up, locks in, and keeps your rig smooth, stable, and satisfyingly quiet. Number 2. Be quiet. Dark Rock Pro 5. If you want high-end cooling that barely whispers, be quiet. Dark Rock Pro 5 is your stealth upgrade. You're getting 7 copper heat pipes under a special black coating with ceramic particles, all feeding a dense aluminum fin stack to keep temps low, even when you're running heavy overclocks or marathon renders. The 2 Silent Wings pulse-width modulation fans are the secret sauce. Fluid dynamic bearings, smooth 6-pole motors, and airflow-optimized blades. The front fan's funnel-shaped inlet builds serious air pressure, while the decoupled vibration damped mounts tame turbulence before it reaches your ears. Net result: big league cooling with a claimed 23.3 Dell hush that won't hijack your soundscape. Control is simple. A built-in speed switch lets you pick your vibe. Quiet mode caps it up to 500 revolutions per minute for everyday workloads. Performance mode unleashes up to 2,000 revolutions per minute when you're chasing all the frames and all the clocks. Thanks to 4-pin pulse-width modulation and a standard 12 VT line, it integrates cleanly with your build. And the 280W thermal headroom means you can push hard without watching your CPU throttle. You want power without the roar, premium materials without the D.Va attitude, and an install that feels purpose-built. Dark Rock Pro 5 delivers. Cool, composed, and confidently quiet. For creators, gamers, and overclockers who value silence as much as speed, this is the best quiet high-end CPU air cooler for your rig. Before we reveal Number 3. Noctua NHL12S. If you're building small but thinking big, the Noctua NHL12S is the low-profile cooler that lets your compact rig breathe easy without hogging the spotlight. At just 70mm tall, it slides into tight, small form factor cases like it was born there, then quietly goes to work. 23.9 Dell quiet, so your desk sounds like Focus, not a jet ramp. You get Noctua's premium materials where they matter: a copper base and heat pipes for fast heat transfer, aluminum fins for efficient dissipation, and solder joints with nickel plating for long-term durability. Spin the fan up to 1,850 revolutions per minute when you're pushing frames, or let the 4-pin control keep things whisper low when you're browsing and binging. With an airflow capacity of 94.2 cubic meters/hour, it moves serious air for its size, keeping temperatures in check without turning your case into a wind tunnel. Running a desktop build with cramped RAM or a chunky GPU, this cooler plays nice with crowded layouts, delivering real thermal performance in places taller towers simply can't fit. It's air cooling the way you want it. Simple, reliable, and tuned for balance rather than bluster. Voltage-friendly at 12 VT and built with the kind of craftsmanship PC enthusiasts swear by. The NHL12S earns its best low-profile CPU air cooler overall tag the honest way by keeping you cool, focused, and performance-ready in any compact setup. Number 4. Scythe Fuma 3. If you want big league cooling in a mid-tower build, Scythe Fuma 3 brings the heat then sends it packing. This twin-tower dual-fan champ is the true successor to the award-winning Fuma 2. Stacking dual heat sinks and fans to rush airflow where it counts. With 6x6mm heat pipes and a precision copper baseplate, you'll pull heat off your CPU fast and drop temps like a pro. Perfect for mainstream rigs, gaming setups, and workstations running high thermal design power processors. You'll appreciate the numbers. A 4-pin connector, 12-volt operation, and a SIP Notgult's 2.88 Wh draw. The materials are all business. Aluminum fins and copper where thermal transfer matters. Noise just 14 dB. That's whisper quiet, so your keyboard will be louder than your cooler. Fuma 3's sturdy radiator structure and higher density fin array ramp up surface area for serious thermal dissipation. Translation: more metal meaning more air, maximizing efficiency under load without turning your case into a wind tunnel. It's engineered for clean fitment in mid-towers, friendly with tight component layouts, and tuned for smooth pulse width modulation controlled airflow. If you crave stable clocks, cooler cores, and fewer fan tantrums, this is your steady, silent workhorse. The best mid-tower dual-fan CPU air cooler that keeps your frame rates high, your temps low, and your focus locked on the win. Still searching for the perfect CPU air cooler? Well, don't throw in the towel just yet. We've got more coming your way. Meanwhile, if this is your first time visiting our channel, be sure to subscribe now and hit the bell icon to get notified when we drop new videos. You won't regret it. Number 5. Thermalite Peerless Assassin 120 SE. If you want top-tier thermals without top-tier prices, the Thermalite Peerless Assassin 120 SE is your kind of troublemaker in the best way. You're getting a budget cooler that punches far above its class, keeping temps in line so your CPU can hold boost clocks instead of waving the white flag. With a standard 4-pin header and pulse width modulation control on a 12-volt line, the fans ramp smoothly up to 1,550 revolutions per minute when you're compiling, rendering, or chasing frames and settle back down to a hush when you're not. You care about quiet. At a rated 25.6 dB, this cooler stays calm under pressure, so your desk sounds like focus, not takeoff. The aluminum fin stack and metal hardware handle heat like pros, while silicone damping helps cut vibration. With headroom for high thermal loads, you get reliable cooling from modern chips without paying boutique prices or living with a noisy case. Installation is refreshingly straightforward for a desktop build, and once it's in, you'll feel the difference. Steadier performance under sustained loads, fewer throttling spikes, and more confidence to push your settings. It's the kind of value that makes you smile every time you check temperatures after a long gaming session or export. Want cool, quiet, and cost-effective in one tidy package? You'll click with the Peerless Assassin 120 SE. It's the best budget CPU air cooler because it doesn't act budget, just balanced, dependable, and ready to keep your system chill while you do big things.